a lot of us are wondering, what will the pregame tailgating look like in downtown Cleveland? The game now is 8 hours away.
Yep.
Mike Polk decided that he wanted to check this out. He's a man of the people, so
there he
we
is.
go now live to Mike Polk, who's
a tie. Inappropriate. That's inappropriate.
At Noble Beach. Yeah, wearing the game day tie. That's an interesting choice. The atmosphere there, Mike, seems completely off the charts.
It's getting out of control already here, you guys.
Tell them to pipe down.
It's pretty nuts. We're at a Noble Beach Brewery right across the street from the station, I guess because it was the most convenient. And I got to tell you, the party is not off the chain here quite yet. It's a lot of, well, I'll show you, it's a lot of business casual diners who aren't aware that there's a Browns game today, kind of just like getting their drinks and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, that is Anthony. There's a Pittsburgh couple here. I think they're fighting.
Boo!
I can't tell, but I'm pretty sure. No, don't. They're nice.
There's
these guys. Nice, they have
that beekeeper jersey sucks.
Yeah, that's Adam the Bull. Say hi to Adam the Bull. Go ahead. There they are. There's these guys.
He's coming from right across the street. It looks like he's coming from Ukraine. While being shelled.
Oh, no.
That's Mike's BlackBerry.
I think there's a cord stretched across Lakeside.
That's why Anthony's there. He's telling people, don't pull that cord out. That's our lifeline.
So,
Anthony's security.
He got a hot
Did we get
spot.
Mike back?
anyways,
He's back. Let's get him back.
There he is.
Sorry.
Yeah, go
I
back to
don't know
the
when you
sweet
lost.
spot.
Don't move.
Yeah. Lock that sweet spot in the Wi-Fi down. There you go.
Well, you just missed a lot of really cool people saying hi to you, just so you know.
Well, tell them
and
we
you
said
missed
hi.
Razzing some Pittsburgh fans. Yeah.
Unlike Jason and Jay, I'm a man, and G and I are men of the people.
Yes.
Jason and Jay don't mess with the riffraff.
How are we catching strays over here?
I don't know where that came from.
I don't either.
Okay, so guys, like I said, the point is maybe we should have picked somewhere that's not just for business casual lunches, and it is, in fairness, it is about 8 hours before the game, but we are going to get this party going one way or another, whatever I have to do.
Yeah.
We got some T-shirts we're trying to give away too, as you know.
Well, I think
And
everyone here gets one.
They'll light up when they get these T-shirts. You know they're going to light up.
Get rid of the face caricature one.
I love that.
Well, we have Polk, though. Polk, you want to give us your headline? You had an interesting headline. So we'll start with Polk.
Oh, yeah, once you read it, I already forgot what it was.
Let's take it full. Polk, do you want to read it, or should I read it for you?
Browns kid sister.
Okay. So here's my theory, you guys. My theory is that the Browns are going to tie again with the Steelers, just like back in 2018.
That's amazing.
By the way, I like up on the top right, it says Anthony out in public. Big mistake.
That's a good call.
Fantasy football not looking good for McNuggets.
Me neither. You could have shot me in there, too.
I love the error image deemed not safe for work.
You think it's going to be a tie? Mike, you're predicting a tie.
I am. I'm calling for a tie, you guys. That seems like the weirdest thing that could happen, and it seems like that's what should happen because of that.
Will it be a 0-0 tie or a 2-2 tie?
Hard to say. No, I actually think it's going to be the exact same, 21-21 once again. Because again, I'm going for just the weirdest things that can happen now. That seems to be what's going on.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. Anthony, don't give out all the T-shirts. Make them earn them. Sorry, he's giving out. He's a rookie, you guys.
I know.
He just gave one to a Pittsburgh fan. I don't know what's going on around here.
Anthony.
I know. No, it's fine. She seems nice. She's being nice.
All right, Mike. Well, hopefully the crowd gets whipped into a frenzy.
Let's
because
go.
we're coming back
Get
to
him
you
going.
2 more times.
Yeah,
At least that's what the
I'm gonna
rundown
start doing-
tells us.
I'm going to start doing some push-ups in front of him. I think that'll help.
I'm getting fired up. Thanks,
All right,
Mike.
Take your shirt off and do push-ups. It works every time.
There you go. Drink up. Drink up. By the way, guys, I don't think there should be ties in football.
No.
No, I think
never be a
that's
tie in
the
football.
dumbest thing of all time.
It's
And
awful.
now you cut the overtime to 10 minutes. That's brilliant.
Yeah, why did they do
That's
that?
the dumbest thing
Because
ever.
it's a safety issue.
What do you,
The players,
first,
the
But
players,
let's play 17
the
games.
players wanted it?
They don't care about the that. players are exhausted.
The players,
Like, I've
do you
talked
think the
to
players
about
want
this.
a tie?
No, I don't think they
I'd
want
rather
to tie.
see what they do in college minus that
football.
nonsense with the 2-point conversion
Yeah.
and once they get to triple
See,
overtime.
I hate changing the rules once you get to like with baseball. I hate the ghost
I
runner
know.
at second.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
But
I actually like it. I didn't think I would,
hate
but I love it.
You can't play a game under one set of rules for this amount of time and then say, you know what, screw it, we're tired
It's like soccer when they go to penalty kicks.
I hate that
That's
too.
dumb too.
I hate that too.
Okay, you're the better team at penalty kicks. You're not the better team at
And
soccer.
so college football technically is like that. All right, we're just going to give you the ball at the 25 or the 30.
These people
But I still
are.
like that better than the 10 minute.
I like the college model much better, but I don't like that they've now gone to it once they get to triple.
Man,
I
overtime.
like what they do
You
in the
just
NFL.
Go for the two-point
I think
conversion.
they should just do it like college, except don't start for the 25. You keep going back and forth until one team doesn't score.
Let me tell y'all what they do. When you practice, they run your ass off in the heat for months, and you tackle people. What do you mean you're tired?
Yeah, I don't.
This is the part of what. That's the part of
Exactly.
the game. Like
Give me a break.
It's a 60-minute game. They're exhausted by the end of the game. Now you're asking
Nobody
them to play all
likes
That's
the
the
tie.
I
point.
get that. So it's a battle of attrition.
But it doesn't
I'll say
happen that
this.
much that you shouldn't be able to do it.
No, it doesn't. And I'll say this: if it's a player safety issue, like the league is really
Lord.
concerned about
The
player
league doesn't
safety,
care.
I probably shouldn't have led with that, but
Yeah.
I'm saying
because
but
now there's 17 games.
But that does have a lot to do with it. Is these guys just were in a 60-minute car crash?
how many games
and
go
now
to
you're asking them
overtime
to go
every year? Would you guess?
Handful.
10?
Handful. Probably
12?
less
Per
than that.
team, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, on average, probably one per team, maybe
Okay,
two.
so maybe there's 25 overtime games a year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
And how many go to a tie? One or two a year? So those are the only games you'd have to worry about going longer. It's going to happen maybe 3 times a year that it
I'm
would
just
go.
telling you, go ask the league office why it's 10 minutes. It has to do with the fact
I
that
know.
college
I
is
just
60
don't
minutes.
like it. I think it's stupid.
I'm a walking.
can't hide behind player
I am a
safety.
walking crash test dummy. I never played a down in the NFL, and I can only remember 1 or 2 games we even ever went into overtime. And trust me, them plays that you're talking about, they don't really. They're not going to make or break whether or not you're injured for the rest of your life or injured substantially.
Do you think every player would want to keep playing rather than have a tie?
Hell yeah.
You know what?
There's no way.
Ties
Like
suck.
I would almost, if I was just sitting here listening to Polk say that, I would consider that a loss. If we
It
tie
feels
with
like
you,
a loss
that's
when
a
you tie.
loss.
It feels like
It
both
does.
teams
That's a
lost.
loss.
It does.
I did all this for what? We came out here to prove a winner.
Yeah.
not say, oh,
Yeah,
you guys
ties
had
suck.
You
both had a
remember-
good job.
I think I have this right in my mind. It's
Yeah.
been a long time. Do you remember the game the Eagles played, and it was getting close to the end of the overtime, the then 15-minute overtime period? And I think Donovan McNabb thought the game was going to go to a second
Oh, yeah,
overtime.
he didn't know. Right, yeah, right.
Yeah.
He didn't even know what the rule
That's
was.
right. I remember that was a long time ago.
That's how.
He thought, wow, wait, it's over? It's a tie?
How about we have
There's no second overtime?
How about we have the linemen do a sumo wrestling match to break the tie? What do you think of that?
Anything but what they do now.
I mean, it just sucks ties.
Field goal kicking contest.
I would be, that's akin to soccer and the
That's
penalty
soccer.
kicks.
You line it up from 50.
No,
You
I
make
don't want
yours,
field goals.
You
Let's
make yours. You line it, move it back
You have
5
to
yards.
admit, though, the feeling of watching that would be better than turning the television
Yes.
off with it 10-10.
Nothing's
the game's
worse
over.
than a tie.
You
No.
feel
Tie is the
robbed and
worst.
cheated.
Yeah.
I actually like
Okay,
this.
so now we're going to do what?
Headlines?
No, we're going to do the rest of the headlines.
The rest of the headlines. Yep, that's
and
right.
we're going to start with Jason Lloyd, his first time on headlines, to see what he does.
Well, I come from a newspaper background.
Yeah, you better be good at this.
And I totally forgot, even though Mike sent like 3 reminders. And at 7:15 this morning, he's like, "Gotta have a headline." I was like, "Totally forgot."
Now you're under deadline.
So yeah, now I'm on deadline.
Headline under deadline.
So I went with. So I've never. Yeah, okay. So Steel Curtain, STEAL.
Like-
Browns
like what
steal
you
a
did
late win on a late Cade York field goal. I think it's
Okay.
going to be close. Are we supposed to give scores, or is that later?
Yeah,
Is that
we give scores. We'll combine this all. We're going to squeeze this in.
I'm
to get
thinking
Mike back
like
in.
23-21, something like that, really tight. And every game the Browns play may come down to a Cade York field goal at the rate we're going.
Right. Win or lose. All right. Is G. Bush or Bull?
G. Bush, you, then Bull.
Am I supposed to have it on top off that? Like, I'm
Yeah,
supposed to know?
we don't commit these to memory.
I want to see if G. No. Let's take it full. Let's take it full. Let's take us a second to pull it up.
I like this. I like
right.
that.
You did come up with it.
I
So.
hope you like it.
I like this. Sound good. The silent assassins, Chubb and Cooper, put away the Pittsburgh Steelers with 4-quarter TDs.
I like the silent assassin thing because between the two of them,
they
you don't
just-
even know if they're in the room.
Yeah, they don't even know. Matter of fact, if it weren't for the crowd, you would have never knew they scored.
So you've got each of them with a fourth quarter touchdown, and the Browns win. Sounds like going away.
Yeah, they were down. They needed
were
them
down,
two.
so
They
came back.
needed them 2 touchdowns.
Oh, so we're going to pull a Jets.
Yeah, they needed them 2 touchdowns.
Wouldn't that be funny if we did that this week, scored 2 touchdowns in the final 2 minutes to win?
With
I
no
would say-
timeouts.
oh,
I'm going to
no.
go out on a limb and say that's not going
It
to
took
happen.
2,229 games
Right?
for it to happen twice.
I would
It
much
ain't
pref-
happening
I
tonight.
would much prefer it be like a 7-minute type thing, not 2. That's scary.
Well, I'd prefer 45-0, but I also like 6 lottery numbers in advance. Mine. I thought about this, and I, to be perfectly honest with you, I almost went with a straight-up Steelers win tonight. But at the very last moment, I think Tyvis helped me get there. He's 1,000% sure,
Yep.
not 99.9.
Yep.
He's 1,000% sure that they fix this up and clean this up. So the defense fixes issues in victory and back on track. I really think it's going to be one of those ho-hum games where you're like, I don't know what the hell the headline is, other than that they're back on track.
Yeah.
Thursday night games are ugly usually.
They typically are.
They're
You're
not.
right.
It's not crisp football.
A lot of mistakes.
Tyvis.
Guys don't want to be there.
That's right.
Your boys is loving you right now,
Yeah,
Tyvis.
I know.
They swear you to Houdini. Listen, if I see any broken plays, I'm not even going to Jungle Woods. I'm coming to you via text. What happened, bro?
Well, we have to get him on the show Monday. If they're broken plays, his ass is on the show Monday. Because he's got some splaining to do.
Right.
He and Joe
Like
Woods.
it's his fault.
Like,
well,
it's
he
Tyvis's
guaranteed us.
fault.
Tyvis is on the hook.
1,000%.
Tyvis
Tyvis
is on Friday, by the way, so he's on Friday no matter what happens.
Oh,
I know, but I want him.
No, tomorrow,
Oh,
Friday,
that's
yeah.
right.
We
That's
don't need-
right.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Friday's
good.
Monday.
Get your,
What the hell?
get your telestrator ready, bro. Ooh.
Yeah, I know. So, Bull, what do you got?
All right, bring it up there, guys. True Blitzky.
I like
Browns
that.
D
I
ruins
love
Mitchell's
that.
homecoming.
I
Listen, I get it. There's reason to be concerned about the Browns defense because the communication issues have been a disaster. But we know that I know you're starting to waver on how much talent there is, but I'm not. And I refuse to believe, and if I'm wrong, I will destroy everybody on the defense tomorrow. But I refuse to believe that the Browns, with all the talent they have on defense, will continue to have these egregious mistakes against bad offensive teams. And that's what the Steelers are. As much as I don't love Baker or Flacco, I think Trubisky's worse. As much as there were issues with the Panthers and the Jets' offensive line, I think the Steelers is worse. Now, the Steelers' skill position talent is fine, but if your quarterback stinks and your line stinks, it should be a problem.
Win in the trenches.
The Browns have been humiliated. They had a humiliating loss on Sunday. And I choose to believe that this is a prideful team and a lot of prideful defensive players that have had their ego kicked a little bit. Yeah. And I think, at least for this game, they are going to come out and they are going to play angry, aggressive, and violent.
It's a character game.
It is.
It's a character
total
game.
Character game. What are you made of? And I think the defense is going to show. I think we expected like a shutout or a low-scoring game last week. I think that's what we're getting this week. I got the Browns winning in a low-scoring game, 20-5.
Remember,
the Steelers will get a field goal and a safety.
Remember watching the Browns in 2020?
Yeah.
And you remember how they had the defense with number 23 back there? I still refuse to say his name.
Yeah.
23 is back there. They would give up all kind of points and just do whatever.
Yep.
It came a point in time where I just refused to be mad at them. Anything they gave me, I would be happy because I naturally assumed they wasn't stopping nobody. Mm-hmm. If they come out here and get torched by the Pittsburgh Steelers,
oh boy,
given what the rest of the schedule is, there is no way you could have expectations for what they're going to do. You just don't.
No chance. Yes,
don't know.
This is it.
Yeah, because
they've got to show up and dominate tonight.
He is right on this. You do start thinking, well, they're not as good as we thought they were. At some point, being a great elite athlete is both physical and mental.
No doubt.
Yes.
I mean, nobody ever dominates because they're mentally superior or physically superior. You have to blend both.
Yeah.
And right now, nobody is questioning this defense's physical ability. They're all capable of being great. But right now, what we're wondering about is, are they able to process and mentally win the game?
That's 100% true. On the other hand, if the Browns dominate defensively, we're going to come on tomorrow and say they cleared up their communication issues and the talent shined through and look how good it was.
That's what we want to see.
That's what we all want to say tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping we get there.
Me too. My gosh.
Those are the headlines.
21-17 Browns.
So early prediction, if it's a tie, Polk's going to win the headlines.
Well,
I'd say so.
Also, if it's 20-5, Bull wins.
That's
like
crazy.
every week from here on out, Bull wins.
I was going to say 20-6, but 5 sounded more interesting.
Of the other ones, and obviously we'll pick a real winner based on the outcome of the game.
Sure.
I kind of like Trubisky.
I love that. No, I
kinda
love the play on words.
Not going to lie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
we're going to go to Polk in a sec, but first we're going to do what the internet is saying. And whenever we ask the internet a question, it's brought to us by our good friends at PCC Airfoils. Are you looking for a job with career advancement and great benefits? PCC Airfoils is a leading manufacturer in Northeast Ohio. All locations of PCC Airfoils in Eastlake, Mentor, Wickliffe, and Minerva are hiring for all positions starting at $18 and up, plus full benefit packages, paid time off, and a signing bonus. You can apply online at precast.com/careers to learn more.
I'm going to try for a PCC girl from her white bread world. See, he asked for Uptown Girl. There you go.
Just miss.
So as we all saw, Anthony's crushing beers over at Noble Beast with Polk. So
I didn't even know Anthony had left here. Did you guys know that?
We didn't even miss him.
Anthony's out here crushing beers, so I'm gonna have to move tag board myself and do it. So let's see if I can multitask. I got two hands for
questionable.
three
I'm
jobs.
putting my faith in you.
Okay.
All right, let's take tag board first one full. So we asked, as we do every day before a game, give us your final score prediction for the game, and if you're right, we'll send you a free T-shirt. Let's take the first one, Mike. Did it work? It worked. Awesome. I got this down easy. All right, David Dawson
Getting cocky
says
now.
27-20 Browns. Julio with an H, 24-7 Browns.
And they got
Dollar Dog Nick, 20-16. Bryant and Hunt score TDs. Cade goes 2 for 2 on field goals. And I'll be deleting this once my prediction goes off the rails.
First of all, I'm
That's
a little concerned that the
random.
guy loves dollar dogs so much that he throws them in his name.
That is
Like,
a little
can you imagine
weird.
being dollar dog Adam?
Yeah, that's just a little odd.
pause.
I think Dollar Dog Bull fits a little better.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
2 more. How about 23-17 Browns? We get a defensive touchdown, and Jacoby proves he's the second best quarterback in the division.
That's an embarrassing take.
Bold claim. You got Joe Burrow and
That's
Lamar
insane.
Jackson.
Yeah, that's insane.
I like him, but I don't like him that much, dog.
I'm pretty sure nothing could happen tonight that would make us come in tomorrow and go, that's it.
He's better
Jacoby
than Lamar and
Brissett.
Burrow.
He's better than Lamar.
He's out here dealing.
Better than Burrow.
And last but not least, we have Go Browns, 24-23 Pittsburgh. Of the 192 answers, we only had 3 for the Steelers, which is a little concerning. But you know, we got to know our audience. We got to know.
Yeah, but what was it last week before the Jets? You said it was like.
Not a single person picked the Jets.
But there you go.
Now it's
And
99%.
Speaking of the internet, very few people are funnier on Twitter in the Browns community than the man joining Mike Polk right now from the Noble Beast. Mike, can you hear us?
Oh, hey. Oh, no, a little bit. Hey, look who I found. This is Paul Brown, you guys. World famous Browns fan. And world famous YouTube.
Yes.
Have you met him?
You're freezing up, Mike.
I hate the internet.
Plug the cord back in.
That's all right. Pull us out.
I think he just bailed. He said full stop. I think next week we have to
come
pick
back
a
to
bar
it.
that's closer.
Maybe we'll just put a bar in
so
here
we're having drinks
and
down
invite
here.
people in.
You stole part 2 of that.
Why in
we need to put a bar
2022?
in the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show
Why
studio.
in 2022 in America do
could
we
we
ever
do
have
that?
problems with the internet?
We can have a.
What is happening? Why isn't the internet better? It's 2022.
Hold on, it is better. What they do is they rob you. They say, "Oh, all that 5G stuff."
Right. You don't really
they
have
break They break it down to dial-up.
It's so frustrating.
Like, they're not gonna give you all the high speed.
Come on,
internet.
Mike Paul. Mike's there. Paul's
Paul
good on
Brown.
Twitter. He lives in England.
Man,
Yeah, he's definitely a fun follow.
Hey man, we got that Oregon Trail internet.
Frustrating.
You got to flip.
Wait, it looks like they're moving. Let's try it one more time. Let's see
All
if
right,
this
Yeah, he
works
was
a little
good
better this
at the
time.
back of the bar. That must be where their repeater is. Yeah, back there it should be. Well, that doesn't look any better.
I'm not sure if this is.
this
is working.
This
Wi-Fi is garbage.
Well, it's not breaking up right now. It's just a little
Sorry,
chippy.
guys.
Hey,
No, you're okay.
No,
you're
it-
good.
right
You're
now
good
it's actually good. Paul,
Don't move.
is Paul
We talk?
originally from
Is it happening?
Cleveland? Is Paul?
Okay, no one move. Don't
Mike not hearing me?
do anything.
Mike can't hear, so they've got the
Okay,
video
I
kind
hear
of
you
figured
a
out.
little bit.
All right, is Paul?
No one
Mike,
jostle anything.
Is Paul originally from Cleveland? I don't even know.
It's an excellent question. No, he's not. Paul, why don't you tell them about your story?
Oh,
So
my goodness.
I'm originally from England, live in England, but try and come over to 5 to 10 games every year.
That's right.
Wow, 5.
I didn't know he was original. I assumed he was from Cleveland and then moved to England. I didn't know that. Now we know.
Are you a fan because your name's Paul Brown? How did that happen?
I was afraid he was going to pull his shorts down. I'm not going to lie.
I can like barely hear you guys. While we have Paul here, I'm gonna try and quiz him so he can earn one of our amazing. No, we're frozen.
No, you're good, Polk. We can
Good.
hear you.
Cheers.
No,
We
no, he
gave it a
wasn't.
shot. We love you guys.
No, Mike,
Browns.
yeah, I think it's time to pull ripcord. We tried. That might be the worst live shot in the history of TV, and not because of Mike. I mean, it literally is like watching highlights from the Cardiac Kids, bro.
Oh,
I
so
mean, doesn't it look like that?
What's your
Max headroom.
There was like a
Talking
20-second
about-
delay in the audio.
And he's literally, guys, I'm not kidding. He is a pitching wedge away. If I went right outside our studio here,
Right.
I could put a pitching wedge over Noble Beast. That's how close he is.
Humble brag.
Yeah, really.
What? It's 50 yards.
I'd put it through the window of Noble Beast, but that's just
Tyvis would lose the club. So it's all right.
Yeah, Tyvis would break their front door with the club.
Tyvis could throw his club from the front of KYC into Mike Polk's hands at Noble Beast. That is a fact. That is how close they are.
It seriously is right across the street from us.
Lord.
And also right across the street from us on the other side is First Energy Stadium. You can see it when you go out on our balcony, second or third floor
It
balcony.
is.
You can see the
Right.
scoreboard. That's how close we are. You can see the scoreboard and see what's going on inside. And so next week, I think, do we have another Thursday game?
no.
Not for the season. We have a Monday night football game
All right.
on Halloween.
Maybe Mike could go somewhere with a hard line, like where they can give him a hard line internet.
Yeah,
or
but then
something.
in a bar, it comes into a safety hazard, people tripping over it, or you're in the manager's office, and that defeats the
All
purpose
right.
of being at the bar. It's
Yeah.
a lot of logistical
Well, Jay said
issues.
we could have a bar down here. That's what
Yeah,
he told me.
the suggestion is you just throw a bar in down here. You invite fans to come into our studio, and we have our own damn show.
We should have a bar here.
That's
We
actually a
should.
really good
I don't
idea.
know how we don't.
I am thinking, though, real quick, just while I'm thinking out loud here, with the Wi-Fi issues, the more people, the worse the Wi-Fi is. So actually, that may have been the best bar to be at humanly possible
Well, there are
today.
only 6 people there.
So the Wi-Fi should have been crisp. If we go
Rock
somewhere
solid.
where it's packed, we're not getting a
Yeah.
signal
Yeah.
whatsoever.
I mean, you're right. That was Oregon Trail
That
Wi-Fi.
was
It's
listen,
just ridiculous.
meager
That's still
rations.
happening.